Hello, it's Max. I'm so lazy about doing videos. I'm really sorry. So today is I guess it's really my 7-week video, because I spent all of week 6 intending to do a video and not doing one. So we'll just call this 7 weeks, since tomorrow's going to be 7 weeks. I'm at Buffalo Doughboy today because I was hungry and I wanted coffee, and I don't function well without coffee. Let's see. So, what to talk about? I guess first of all, I'm sorry for not doing videos. I hate doing videos. I'm really awkward and hyper aware of how awkward I am. But I'm gonna make myself do it because at the same time as I hate it, I also know that I really want to have videos, and you can't have them unless you do them. So I'm just gonna have to start doing it. So as far as physical changes go, because I really haven't updated on that in 3 weeks. Since my week 4 video. I've noticed a couple more drops in voice. I'm really, really squeaky if I try to speak in my hair register, which is making it get super awkward at work. Okay, Crystal's indicating I should say drops though. Okay, so I'm really squeaky. I talk in a hair register. I can't even do it. It's horrible and hilarious, and it hurts. So some increased penile growth, not a whole lot, but I did get a penis bump, and I'm really bad about using it. I think it's another of those things that I want to do it. It shouldn't be a chore, for one thing, too. Actually, that should not be a chore. But I don't know. I just keep not setting aside time or whatever, and then I don't do it. So I'm doing it maybe 4 times a week instead of twice a day, which is kind of what you're supposed to do. Biggest differences, I've got kind of a little mustache going, a little beard, which is really much right here. I don't know why. I've got a couple stray hairs, and it's right here is where my beard is. And the biggest difference I've noticed over the last 3 weeks is I've really started to bulk up. And I haven't really been working out much, but I've gained about 10 pounds since I started tea. And I'm just getting a lot of musculature, in my neck. My abs are crazy. I'm gonna show them in the coffee shop. But yeah, that's the biggest difference. Crystal thinks that she started to notice a little bit of chest hair, but I haven't noticed it beyond the little blonde hairs that I already have. So, and my sex drive is increased. Okay, I'm trying to understand. There's a whole pantomime going on behind the camera. It's really intriguing, actually. So yeah, sex drive is definitely starting to increase. My appetite still has not increased, which is weird because I was kind of expecting that to happen. And I've noticed I crave more protein and more meat, because I was eating primarily vegetarian before I started tea. Not exclusively, and not for kind of moral conviction, but I wanted to eat more vegetarian than not. Anyway, craving meat a lot more. But beyond that, my appetite has not changed pretty much at all. I've always had kind of a bird appetite, even after, even not having to do with the eating disorder that I fought for a long time. I've always had just a really low appetite, and I haven't seen any increase in the tea. The biggest thing that I've really been dealing with lately is misgendering. That was Crystal's text message tone. The biggest thing I've been dealing with is misgendering, which is a heavy topic, and it sucks, because I don't know, I've kind of reached a point where I'm what am I doing wrong? Because I hear my voice. I've still got kind of a pretty boy face, but even just looking at photos of myself from before tea and now, my skin texture has totally changed. A lot of face shape has changed. Obviously the musculature is really different now. My hips have slimmed down. And of course the voice, which I thought my voice was my biggest barrier to passing, and it's apparently not. I'm getting misgendered same amount as I ever was. And it's really, really hard. Especially because, like, I'm getting misgendered by people who should know better and who tell me they're trying. And with that, I think there comes a point of, like, I don't want your apologies, you know? Like, put up or shut up. Like, just fucking don't do it. So I don't know why it's so hard to understand me as male. But apparently it is. In any case, like, that's definitely the biggest thing that I'm dealing with, and it's causing, like, a lot of, you know, it's really distressing. I've decided that it is decidedly easier, because I'm still playing girl at work, as absurd as that is, but it's easier to deal with being misgendered there, because it's by people who don't know any better, and it's something that, you know, I'm expecting, because I'm already dressed for it, and presenting that way, and so I'm expecting to be read that way. But then when I come out here, or when I go to my now second job, I'm like, what am I missing? You know, the chest is pretty much flat with a new binder. Really peachy. I mean, I'm repeating myself at this point, but it's clearly it's because it's on my mind a lot. I'm still at 100 milligrams a week right now, and I'm hoping that I will be able to switch to self-injection in the next few weeks to the next month. They didn't want to move me around because I was, like, changing my dose so much, so they didn't want to start me on self-injection. And I think that Planned Parenthood, which is where I get my primary care through, for HRT, like, they don't have a lot of experience offering transgender services at this location yet. I think I said that they started it sometime in the last few months, so like just a few months before, like January or something. So a few months before I started on T is when they started offering it. So they're a little hesitant to get me started on self-injection, but want to do it. They've been really a fantastic treatment team for me so far. I know that I have at least one other friend who's been going through Planned Parenthood in her state, and she's not had the positive experience that I have. But I've had a very positive experience with them, especially working with me to allow me to advocate for my own treatment needs and what I want to be doing as far as my treatment goes. So that's been really, really great. And now the next step is just starting on the self-injection so that I don't have to fork out the large amount of money every week. So it's about like $40 a week right now to get my injections done at the Planned Parenthood site. And for one thing, it also like makes me just so aware of the privilege of being able to start on HRT, because even as soon as a year ago, when I knew that I wanted to start, I didn't think I was ever going to be able to, because I didn't think I would ever be able to afford it. And that's one reason that I count my blessings with my job, and I put on I don't put on a skirt because my legs are too damn hairy. But and they haven't gotten hairier yet, thank God, but that'll be interesting. But I put on my girl clothes, and I try to talk in a little higher voice, and I go to work and I smile, and I'm just incredibly grateful that I do have the job that I do, even though it's giving me the shit that it is, because it's enabling me to start on HRT, and it's enabling me to do what I want with my life, even if it's not entirely the way that I want to do it. So I'm very, very grateful for that privilege. Next step is definitely trying to figure out how I'm ever going to afford top surgery, because I really want it, and I don't know, that's the next thing that I don't see ever happening, but I didn't see HRT ever happening, so maybe. I think that's about it, actually. I think I kind of covered my bases with what I wanted to cover. Yeah, that's it. Alright, well, thank you guys for tuning in again. Any questions that you have, leave them in the comments, because I would love to be able to answer questions, but I haven't really gotten any so far, beyond like things that are posed to me on Twitter that I just kind of answer individually. But if you've got any questions about the transition process, or about my hopes, fears, goals, dreams, please ask them, and I will open the floor to questions, pretty much carte blanche. However, I will say that if I get a question that is really inappropriate, or that feels inappropriate to me, makes me feel vulnerable, or I just don't think is suitable to be answered on the video. I'll acknowledge it, and I'll probably even read the question, but I'm also then going to explain why I'm not going to answer it. Because people can say strange things. But I do want to open the floor, and if it's something that's like a really personal question that I don't mind answering, but don't want to answer in a video, I will find a way to contact you directly. So, thank you guys for watching again, and I hope to, I'll update you next week, I promise.